Hi, this is an internal training video for drone pilots. Topics in these videos: the Mavic feature highlights, Go4 user guides, controller guides, intelligent flight modes, drone regulations, internal rules and regulations, safety precautions and emergency situations. The Mavic feature highlights. The Mavic series drones was first released on September 2016 with a foldable design for better transportations. Mavic series currently includes the Mavic Pro, Mavic Pro Platinum, Mavic Air, Mavic 2 Pro, Mavic 2 Zoom, and also the new Mavic Mini. Specification you can read up below and also on the next page. This is a table of the different models and specifications. Mavic. Go4 Application user guides, controller guides. This is the main screen for the Go4 applications on your handphone or on the tablet. On the main screens, once you connect it to the drones, this is the image that the camera will see. You will see the image on the camera, on the drone. And what is important here are the bar on the top that shows all the signal strength, and the bar on the bottom that shows the flight telemetry. So we go very fast on the bar on the top. So you can see here there are the flight modes, the GPS signal. Ideally, it must be more than 10. The forward system vision sensors, the remote control signal, the video link signal, and most importantly, the drone battery level. This will be shown on a percentage on the top, and also there's a green bar line that shows the overall what's the level of the battery. So this you can see from that line as it goes down from green to yellow to red. Okay, the system status. Before you take off, please make sure it's on GPS. So when you press, it will show you the aircraft status. Here you can set the maximum flight altitude, the maximum flight distance. This one you have to set before the drone takes off. Then everything else, it has to be normal. As you scroll down, you also show you the status of the sensors, batteries, and also the gribbles. So everything has to be normal. Next, we talk about the main controller setting. That's the 3 dots on the upper right. The first icon on the top will be the flight mode. There are 3 standard flight modes to choose from. The positioning, P mode, that is the standard flight mode where you have the GPS and all the vision sensors all activated. The ATT mode, the altitude mode, that is where there's no GPS and the aircraft is just drifting and you have to manually control it. For sport mode, it is where you have more mobility using GPS but without all the vision and infrared sensors. Next is the visual navigation setting. Here you can set all the obstacle sensors. So we are not going into this. Next is the remote control setting. So here you can change the remote control calibrations, the stick mode, the LCD screen introductions, the button customization for the C1, C2, and also the 5D button customization, where you can change all. You see on the blue boxes, actually those all you can change the functions to your choice. Okay, this is the remote controller LCD screen introductions. So here you can see they will explain to you exactly every display from 1 to number 17. What does it mean? Like flight speed, flight mode, GPS signal, actually the same with the Go4 screen. Just that this is on the controller, so you have to know exactly where to look for, so you can memorize 1 to 17. Otherwise you just look at the Go4 screen, right? This is the mode 2 for stick mode. So in here you can see the left stick configuration and the right stick configuration. You just have to, normally we just stick to one mode. So for this common mode 2, your right stick up and down will be your forward and backward. Your left and right will be shifting the aircraft left and right. For the left stick, up and down will be up and down, and left right will be rotating the aircraft rightward clockwise, or rotating in an anti-clockwise according to left and right. HD will be, the image transmission setting. So here we normally just set to auto and then just let it run. This is the battery indicator. With the boxes actually shows the compartments on the battery. So if something wrong with the compartment or the battery, it will indicate on the box. Then also you have the warning indicator, the smart return to home switch that you can set this, but normally we don't touch that. And also one more thing is the time to discharge. So this is the auto discharge function for how long the batteries will keep their charge for how many days, and they will auto discharge. So this is a very useful feature that helps to protect your battery, keep them longer, and by not keeping the charge for too long, right? This is the battery indicator. Shows the different stages of the battery from green, yellow to red. So this is on display, as we mentioned earlier, on the Go4 app. That's on your screen. That is on the top part of the screen that shows the battery level. This is the battery level warning table that shows the indication for low battery level warning and critical battery level warning. For low battery level warnings, the indicator lights will blink red slowly. So this means that you have to take an action in 10 seconds. Otherwise the plane will auto return home. So in 10 seconds you also have to try and fly the plane back and land it. Okay, so for critical low battery, that means you must land the aircraft immediately. This will indicate with a fast blinking red light. Okay, next is the gimbal setting. So gimbal is the device that holds the camera. Normally we just do a auto calibration before takeoff, so that would be sufficient. The bottom 3 dots will be the general settings. General settings, we have the you can adjust the measurement units, matrix, mouse. You have the map settings, then the chase memories. Those you normally don't do anything with. On the right side of the screens, you have all related to the resolutions or the settings for the cameras, with like the standard ISO, shuttles, EV, white balance, all that. They are all related to the picture quality or video quality of the drone. Still on the photo settings, you will have the setting for the photos, image size, image format, white balance, styles, and color conditions. On the last part of this segment, I will show you on the importance of IMU calibrations. So you have to go into the advanced setting. Under the advanced setting, there is a sensor. Once you go in, then you will see this screen. You have to select the calibrate IMU, so that it will show you a sequence of instructions for you to follow. Okay, the intelligent flight mode. The intelligent flight mode is on your left. You can click the video tutorial mode, then you can see the tutorial on how to execute the intelligent mode. Okay, I'll go through a bit fast. For the normal mode, it is well, you switch off the beginner mode, so everything will be faster. The quick shot is actually a 10-second short video whereby the aircraft will lock into a target and choose the method of flight, a drone, helix, or rocket, and then just record a short video, right? The gesture mode is actually the capturing selfie with motion or waving your hands to activate the camera. The active track mode, like what's mentioned, it mark and track moving objects when the aircraft automatically will avoid obstacles and follow the object. Tap flight features, actually you can design the aircraft direction without using the controller, and the aircraft will automatically avoid obstacles during flight. In cinematic mode, the aircraft actually takes a more smoother video with the aircraft moving less erratic. In tripod mode, it is designed to give smooth and steady pictures or videos by limiting its movement. In terrain follow mode, the aircraft can maintain the aircraft height while going up a hill with a 20-degree incline. This doesn't apply to downhill. In point of interest mode, the drone will select a target and orbit around the target at a desired radius. Next is the follow me mode. In this mode, the aircraft will hover and follow the pilot at a desired altitude. For waypoint, like what it says, it used to create a specific flight path that the aircraft will follow. The user can control the camera and direction while it stays on the path at a specific speed. In home lock, this limits the control of the aircraft from and to the return to home point. User can still be able to control the camera and the aircraft direction while returning to home. Course lock allows the user to specify a direction for the drones and limits its flight to forward and backwards. Next, drone regulation in Malaysia. The Civil Aviation Regulation 2016, Regulation 140, no person shall fly an unmanned aircraft system in a Class A, Class B, Class C, Class G airspace within any aerodrome traffic zone that's near any airport, and also above the height of 400 feet. Regulation 140 also states that you are not allowed to attach any objects or animals on the aircraft. Regulation 143 states that you need authorization to fly above any over any assembly of people, open airspace, 50 meters from any vessels, vehicle, structures, or anyone's land, and then 50 meters from any people, and 30 meters takeoff away from anyone. This is our internal rules and regulations. Do not use drones for personal interests outside the project site. Do not lend drones to other person, including other project sites, without permission. Do not use drones to carry objects or hang any additional load. Do not use drones for any illegal or inappropriate purpose. Do not trespass onto private property, residence, rooms, commercial buildings, or other companies' property. Next is the safety precautions and emergency situations. Okay, under number 1, under low battery, the aircraft you have to quickly return to home. Under critical low battery, it will automatically land. Under signal loss, you will automatically return to home. When GPS signal loss, you will go to ATT mode and you will hover and you will try to control manually, regain control manually, and fly back. Number 6 is recommended that you always update your firmware to have to the latest version before you take off. Then collision obstacles, always maintain a full line of sight. Recommended that you fly as high as possible above the nearest highest object before you go on horizontal. And then faced with bird attack, you fly home. And then rain and lightning, also fly home. So these are very important safety precautions. Always fly in an open area and keep your drones within in a line of sight. Never fly over stadiums, crowds, or within a restricted zone like the airport. Tall structures and large metal structures actually may affect the onboard compass or GPS systems. Try to avoid that. Then check your weather around you before you fly. The vision sensors actually have few limitations, so it's good to know what are the limitations. So these are the limitations. It cannot detect so well under extreme dark or extreme bright surface. The surface that is highly changing lighting. Monochrome surface such as like pure black, pure white, pure red, green. Surface on a gradient, water, highly reflective surface, surface with repeating patterns, and highly absorbent surface such as like a carpet. Okay, these are the limitations of the sensors, and the drones may not operate very well. Okay, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.